Want an edge for betting the Super Bowl? Click the link in the description to download VSiN's free betting guide.
David Koechner is going to join us. This is awesome. I can't wait to talk to him. Of course, Office, Anchorman, Talladega Nights. Now, he's got the comedy tour and Office trivia coming up. Brea, California this weekend. End of February into March in Maryland. Chicago, Illinois, mid-March. San Diego, March 21 through the 23. You can get all the information at davidkoechner.com. He is a big Chiefs fan. We love you, David. There's a little callback from the commercial. How are you?
I'm very well, and I love you too, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Let's start here. Are you the most, is it you or Harry Truman, if we start with Missouri? Who's the most famous coming out of there?
Most famous, Brad Pitt.
Oh, good one. Tell us about Tipton to start.
I'm not done.
Oh!
John Goodman. Gosh, I forget his name. Shoot. He had a Western on years ago. Oh, well, I'm not prepared to name all of the things. But Harry Truman should be. I would say Harry Truman's impact on the world, ouch with the word impact, is probably the most out of Missouri.
Was it John Wayne? Maybe not. Your Chiefs fandom, how far does it go back?
I was 10 years old. And my grandmother had my cousins from Kansas City, and it was right before Christmas. It was the game of Miami versus the Chiefs. At the time, it became, for years, it was the longest game in football history. And Jan Stenerud, always, for the kickers, wide right. We lost the game. But from then on, I was a Chiefs fan. I had a poster of Willie Lanier in my bedroom. I mean, of all the things that I don't have in life any longer, that's the one I have regret about. If I still had a Willie Lanier poster, faded, yellowed, torn around the edges, I'd be a happy fella.
I'm pretty sure they're probably not that hard to come by if anybody has them on spare.
Well, I hate to say it, it's not going to be for $1.
I heard the Office made syndication. You might be okay.
Yeah, I don't get syndication money. I have 5 kids, so my money is in and out in a day, boys. Yeah. I will never stop. You will always be seeing me.
We're thrilled. We love you. We're thrilled to see you. Well, you've got 5 kids. A third Lombardi for Kansas City. What would it mean to you?
It would mean one. It would mean the next one.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I'm sorry, America. This ain't ending anytime soon.
Well, you're right on that. Mahomes and Reed aren't going anywhere. But was it difficult to come out of witness protection probably for the last 3 or 4 decades for Chiefs Kingdom?
Man, 50 years. 50 years. So I don't want to hear any complaining from anybody else. 50 years. Nobody started complaining about the Patriots until year 6. So shut it. Shut it.
Do you have any inside information if Big Red Andy Reid wins another that he may retire after the season here?
In the recent interview with Clark, right? The owner of the Chiefs?
Hunt, yes.
Yes. And he said he has no reason to think it's over. I mean, look, they're both having fun. His wife is smiling. That's the indication. His wife, Reed's wife, goes to all the games. She meets him on the field. She hugs him. She's happy. To me, that's an indication that family's pretty happy right now.
Give us an idea in Missouri what the Chiefs mean to the area. Obviously sitting in just kind of Missouri and Kansas right there, and to the people there, because it seems like I can recall when the Royals went to the World Series, the loyalty of the fan base, having been almost 3 decades, was very fierce, and it seems that way with the Chiefs still to this day.
Without a doubt, and I do remember when we went, what was it, 2 and? We only won 2 games one year, and you saw the dwindling of the crowds and all that stuff. But people are invested, man. It never ends. And so it means a lot. And not like that. Not just to Missouri, where Kansas City is, folks. There is a Kansas City, Kansas, but that's a sliver of Kansas City. It's a Missouri team. So I think it means the same to everybody that's in the entire area. Iowa doesn't have a professional sports team. Nebraska, Arkansas. Let's look around. Gang, it's the whole Midwest, and why not?
DavidKoechner.com. He's got the tour dates coming up, Super Bowl 58 coming up. We'll get your prediction in just a bit. When I ask you about Patrick Mahomes, David, he doesn't do anything wrong, yet it's almost like he was talking about becoming a villain. I don't know how you could villainize this kid. He's done nothing wrong.
I think it's because of the people who are always, trying to complain about something. There's a meme being shared or something when Patrick was complaining about the coaches once, and boy, everybody just loved it, and they jumped on it, and so they said unkind words about the fella, and maybe that's what he means. And the villain is, it's like I said, it's too early to throw shade on the Chiefs. Just let us have it. And if you don't want us to have it, then we'll take it. And I guess villains take things. We're going to take it.
I want to switch gears here for a minute. You've had an outstanding comedic career. You were part of Second City in Chicago. Just kind of take us through. So many people have heard the name, the Fame Group out of Chicago, why it was so instrumental in you, and then you were on one of the great launching pads in comedy on SNL, and what that experience was like for you.
Yeah, Second City opened in 1958, and since then it has provided the world with amazing comedic talent. So the draw there is they know it's the right place to study. And people go to study at Second City not to be famous, but to be good. And the consequence of being good is famous, great. Because if your intention is to start out and be famous, then go to the TikTok. Who cares? But if you want to be good, go to Second City. Now, when I was there, I've got to have a list I put there because I get this question often. There were so many people that ended up being successful while I was there. Like the group of people that I came up with is a who's who, and it's never happened before or since. The number of people that had a huge impact that came from my generation goes from Steve Carell to Steve Colbert to myself to Amy Sedaris, Adam McKay. There's a spate of writers that you don't even know that work behind the scenes that are actually the ones that are made Conan and Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers. They're the ones doing all the work still. Who else? Tim Meadows, Tina Fey, Rachel Dratch, Amy Poehler. Guys, stop me. That would be the rest of the interview.
Well, and David Koechner, okay, the legacy continues. By the way, he is rich. He has 5 kids, but he's still rich because check out the resume. Now, speaking of being rich, do you like to sports bet? Do you have a history of sports betting growing up in Missouri?
No, I don't get the kick. People that love to gamble, they get a kick. I don't get it. So I don't care about betting. And I hate to be involved in a passion and then be distracted by betting.
That's a good answer. Now we have to ask you, though, the San Francisco 49ers are laying 2 points, David. Your Kansas City Chiefs are the underdog in Super Bowl 58. Feel disrespected?
It's so cute. No, I think it's cute. It's cute.
Short and sweet. It is cute, right? The fact that they're the defending champs, yet they're the dogs here?
Yeah. Yes. And so what was your next follow-up question?
No, that is succinctly put. And here's what we'll do. We'll point everybody to davidkoechner.com. Go out and see the tour. It's hilarious. David, we appreciate you.
Did you not want my prediction for the
Yeah, you could have run with it after the first question, but there's my follow-up. What's your prediction?
31-21, Kansas City.
Okay. We'll get there.
Why?
We'll get there eventually, David.
The guy that does that he's not a magician. I don't know if they call him a seer or whatever it was. He did something on someone's Hard Knocks, and the prediction was 31-21. Oh, he was hanging out with the Bengals. That's right. I don't know who that guy is.
The Mentalist.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
The Mentalist. Well, David, enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the tour. Be safe. At David Koechner on Twitter as well. Thank you, David. Appreciate you.
Guys, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for having me. Go Chiefs and all that. And all that. It's cute. It certainly is cute, the fact that the Chiefs are dogs. Appreciate you, David. Thank you very much. DavidKoechner.com for more information.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.